Hi guys, Chris here with Dream Big and Make It Happen. Hey, sorry I've been a little out of the loop. I've had a nasty bout of COVID. Getting over it. Still testing positive, so it's a little bit of a thing, but whatever. In any case, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the minions. And, you know, if you're like us, you expect an attack from the narcissist. They're unhinged people in any case. And even some of the minions, you expect a little bit of an attack from them as well, because some of them, by the time this happens, you kind of gotten to know them and like, okay, these are not people that I choose to hang out with. But I think the thing that really kind of threw us for a loop were some of the unexpected minions, you know, the ones that you really counted on as friends, and you're like, wow, I just can't get my head around this. So then you start looking at and you start noticing some really subtle things about the way they live their lives and how they interact with people. And the things that I noticed in this particular person that really had me going, I just can't get my head around this. How can they think this? How can they do that? How can they justify this? And I started looking at some things that I probably should have noticed a long time ago. First of all was that this particular person has never ever reached out to help us in any way with anything, despite a whole lot of help coming to them. That right there is kind of interesting, because everybody else has always at least offered help, you know, or look, if you need me, I'm here. You need a ride? Okay, great. You're sick, here's some food, that kind of stuff. But at least this person all very much kept to themselves all the time. Very sort of isolated existence, you know, just me kind of thing. And you don't notice it at first because, again, it's very subtle, and especially when the person doesn't say much. You know, you talk a little bit and the conversation is all like banal, everyday stuff. You don't really get to know the real person involved. They seem very nice. You really want to like them. But what do you really know about them? Not a lot. And they're very guarded in what they share with you. So that's kind of something that I looked at as far as that goes there. Another thing, I mentioned this before, is alcohol, drugs and alcohol. A lot of that. In fact, the only people we're having any trouble with at all are pretty much alcoholics from what I can see. So that's another thing to look at there. It can be very disheartening when somebody that you really thought would have your back in a circumstance like, you know, what we're dealing with, and only to find out that they've aligned with the criminals. It's a very bitter pill. But it's better to know. As far as attacks, this was as bad as anything I've ever dealt with, and I've dealt with a lot of it. But to have then the people that you really thought might at least be there defending you, have them completely turn and start attacking you, is a very bitter pill. Now, another thing about these people that I think is very, very important, and this is true with all of them, the narcissist, all of the minions, and everybody else, is they just cannot have your level of ability. Your abilities, your skills, your light, whatever it is, make them extremely uncomfortable, and they have to stamp it out. I really, truly believe that the reason for this is inside they have a terror of strong people, because they knew what they would do if they were strong. So when they see you doing incredible things or being admired by people or anything else, it's not just jealousy, it's terror. So understand that, and understand also that you can't hide your abilities in a bushel basket somewhere. You have to put them out there, but you are going to receive people like this in the future. Now, in a couple of days, I'm going to do another video that kind of gives you a hint on what to look for and what types of people you can really, really trust, because I think that's the keystone of what we're talking about here. So in any case, I hope that your situation with your narcissist is getting better, and that you're getting more on top of it and at least learning more about it. We will go over some of the strategies for dealing with the narcissist, because I think we've done a pretty good job on our particular situation, and let's just say things are pretty quiet, and we hope they're going to stay that way. Anyway, have a great day, guys. See you soon.